2 days ago against Poland. So it is Türkiye in gray serving USA in red. We are underway. Franti with a swing. There is no touch on the block, and Türkiye gets the first point of this match. Ali Franti playing professionally in Casamaggiore in Italy. She has been the real breakthrough of this tournament for the US team in many ways. Poulter sets back on the slide play for Ogbogu, and again, we mentioned how good Türkiye's blocking is, and they have come through in the first couple of points, and solo block that time from Salia Şahin. Özbay, the setter. Here she goes with that left-handed serve again, goes to Cook, and Franti trying to cover up. There was a little confusion on the USA side. They have dropped into a 3-0 hole, so Cook didn't have a great pass. Franti then thought she saw Wong Orantes coming for it. She stopped, and it was too little, too late. And the USA gets a break. Özbay misses long. And that's going to send Jordan Poulter to the service line. So USA looking for some positivity here. Özbay gets the set across for Karaku. Poulter there, and it is Morgan Hens who's in right now at libero for USA. And she gets the dig. Poulter with the bump set across for Franti, misses the hands again, says the referee, and it is out. USA's thinking of challenging, and they are going to challenge. I don't know if they're going to be happy about making that decision or not. While we're waiting, I got to say the U.S. volleyball team paid a very memorable visit this week to the 90th Expeditionary Fighter Squadron, a 300-member unit of the U.S. Air Force. Normally is stationed in Alaska, but it's here in Poland doing work for NATO. And the players were just, and the team staff, just absolutely loved that experience. I don't see a block touch. Do you? No, no block touch. So it's another point for Türkiye. And maybe that little pause, though, will help the U.S. Kashkarai's team is off to a bit of a shaky start here, down 4-1. Poulter with the back set for Drews, picked up by Özbay. And then Franti takes advantage of the overset and taps it down to the floor. Here she comes now to serve. Ali Franti from Spring Grove, Illinois, went to Penn State. That was a tight set from Özbay. And now the block is there from the U.S. Drews, I think, got the most of it. Ogbogu was up there as well. Yeah, it's definitely Annie Drews' left hand that reaches over. Drews, the leading scorer for the U.S. at this World Championship. Franti's serve is a little too strong. But even after that, felt like a bit of a shaky start. USA only down by 2. This is Zira Güneş, 22-year-old, who's the MVP of the Turkish League last year. Really, really good middle blocker. Here's Drews, and she hammers it down the line with some serious power. Watch this, the bump set from Cook. So they're out of system, and Drews does that with that. Chiaka Ogbogu from Texas. He's a Texas Longhorn, puts a little too much, maybe Texas energy into that. Ibrar Karakut another 22-year-old on this Turkish team. That's another thing that makes us think they're going to be good for a long time. Cook goes off hands, picked up by Türkiye, and tapped down eventually by Washington after the pancake dig. What an effort by Simge Akaz. So now 5 serving 6. Annie Drews, who leads the tournament in aces with 14. This time it's picked up by Şahin. Boladin. USA thinks it's up. Türkiye thinks it's down. And Captain Erdem is calling the challenge mid-play. It has to be called on that ball on the floor play. So Justine Wong-Orantes was listed as the starting libero, and I apologize if I missed the first play or two, but I know after a play or two, Morgan Hens has been in there. Now this is not her play. This ball is clearly down on the USA side. So it is a floor touch. So Justine Wong-Orantes is actually coming back onto the floor now. So they're going to share time, it looks like. Certain situations, no doubt. Serve reception is Wong-Orantes. Hande Boladin, averaging over 10.5 points per game. Poulter gets to the ball, gives to the captain Cook, and she puts it down the line with some nice precision. Kelsey Robinson Cook goes right off the right arm of the blocker, the setter, Özbay. And Şahin catches the line. There's the captain of the Turkish side, Eda Erdem, over 300 national team appearances and a really good serve. Free ball over, chance for Türkiye. Özbay across for Şahin. Scramble by Türkiye. Özbay gets a swing herself and misses the line. And the setter every once in a while really wants to get a swing. Most do, but she can't connect with the line, and it's out. Just a 1-point game here early on. Haley Washington, best middle blocker, one of 2 at the Tokyo Olympic Games. Here's Karakut, and Washington there. Recycled by Türkiye, and then the block is there from Poulter and Ogbogu. Oh, Jordan Poulter among the best. Oh, sorry, it dropped down on the USA side. My bad. A little bit tricky to see from this angle, but on the replay it was clear. Turkish point. Their lead is 2. Drews from the back row took a little off it and smartly finds the floor. Jordan Poulter now to serve. And an ace for the USA setter. How did that one find its way to the floor? Jordan Poulter sat out a couple games at this championship. We can only speculate. Maybe there's some sort of an injury, but don't know any facts on that. Franti's going to send this over on a free ball. They try to go through the middle, and they go through the middle, and Türkiye's back out front again by a single point. And that block from Ogbogu isn't bad. This wasn't quite good enough, and that serve was dynamite, but USA's got it up. Now Franti with a swing, and Karakut's gonna bump it over. Free ball chance USA. They go to the middle. Agbogu goes to the well for a point and finds it. A good scramble by Türkiye, but then they just only were left in the middle with one blocker. And Agbogu able to make them pay for that. Here's Karakut off the hands. And the fourth leading scorer in this tournament has just added to her tally. She goes up so high, does Karakut. Gunesh. Poulter hustles to get it to Drews. Out of system, here comes Türkiye, and they get it down the line. So it looked like the opportunity was going to be USA's, and somehow Türkiye comes right back, and Boladin, full value for that. Drews off hands, picked up by Türkiye. Özbay, back set, Karakut off the touch, and another point, Türkiye. Their lead is now 3. And USA, seeing that deficit, has called a timeout. Just trying to listen in here.
Volleyball is going to get a lot better from here. Unleash our shocking effort on them. Some of these serves, even if we make a first call of in, we can make a second call of out, like that early one. Let's stay with the calls.
USA! USA! Let's blockers, let's air past the pin. Let's get them really moving, get that wide. The ball's on the way out there. They can hit this
Whole lot of communication on the USA side, not only among the players, not only among the coach to the players, but amongst the players as well. A lot of talk, trying to sort out whose ball is what. And you heard Coach Karai there saying, even if we make a call of in, we can still change it to out. Interesting. Türkiye leading by 3. This is Zira Gunesh. And a short one. Franti just sets the ball over. Gunesh steps into set. Karakut picked up by Agbogu. Now Drews sets it to Cook, and the block is there from Karakut. She has led her team in block points in this tournament, Karakut, and she is on it right here. USA all out of system and sorts. And she got some of it, and the middle got a chunk of it too. Here's Cook, and this time USA fights to get the point. Substitution coming for the US after we see this ball from the captain, Kelsey Robinson-Cook. Sarah Wilhite Parsons, the outside hitter who has played in the Turkish league, was their best outside hitter in 2021, and that is a great swing from Boladin. So Erdem does the setting, and then Boladin just rattles that one down. 4-point lead, Türkiye. Franti with a good pass, and that is what leads to the good swing from the middle from Washington. Annie Drews on service again, the 28-year-old from Elkhart, Indiana. Calls herself a small-town girl, and there's a big-time play by the middle blocking captain of the Turkish team, Erdem, on that little slide play. And that's a play the U.S. hasn't really been able to use much here. Poulter coming out, Carlini coming in to set, It's a double switch. Coutinho is in the front row. And that is out. So Coutinho takes the blocking role in the front, and Carlini the setting role in the back. Kelsey Robinson-Cook now. Good serve, but Türkiye has it and misses the line on the swing from Erdem. Giovanni Guidetti thinking about a challenge and deciding against it. You have unlimited challenges if you're right. If you're wrong, you only get 2. And that is just out on the serve from Kelsey Robinson-Cook. Eda Erdem, the 35-year-old captain of this Turkish team. Here's Coutinho, she goes block and out. USA is not letting Türkiye get away in this one. Off the hands of Şahin. Haley Washington. Özbay back set. Karakut, just a rocket. And her setter, Özbay, gets a big congratulations for that. The nice back set. 3-point lead again, Türkiye. Özbay now will serve and set from the back row, but misses the serve. Double switch back on again for the US, so Poulter now to the back row will set. Drews back in the front and play her regular opposite position. And tapped down by Franti. Özbay couldn't do anything with it. Özbay, a back row player here, so she's got to be careful when she's up at the net. Nice set across for Karakut. Picked up by Franti. Poulter sets it back to this side, and Franti tools it off the block of Şahin. And USA has fought back to tie it. It was a 3-point deficit just moments ago, and all of a sudden we're deadlocked at 18 apiece. Timeout call by Türkiye.
When they receive good, they are in trouble. And we don't need to take so much risk in serve. And they play very simple. Front is in trouble in reception. Easy ball in 5. Chinese, very good.
Türkiye!
Bravo, bravo.
Pretty good action here at the Atlas Arena. Two teams evenly matched. 5 sets they win in the VNL this year. Deadlocked at 18 apiece here in this opening set. Here's Karakut. The block is there from Ogbogu and Franti. Karakut upset with herself, but it is Franti who read her well. Şahin blocked. This time it's Ogbogu. So USA blocking game just ramped up. Özbay out, Elif Şahin in to set for Türkiye. Poulter goes to Ogbogu, picked up by Türkiye. Şahin, USA scrambling to get there. And a little confusion, is it the setter's ball or the Libero's ball. They sort it out after the play, but they couldn't sort it out mid-play, and Jordan Poulter upset it herself. (19 serving 20). Saliha Shaheen, 23-year-old outside hitter for this team. Here's the back set from Drews, and she just hammers it. USA, a 2-point advantage. Meliha Ismailolu coming in place of Saliha Shaheen, that outside hitter for Türkiye. Franti's serve. Here's Karakut. Poulter there, so Franti helps the set, and it's called on the double hit from Ali Franti. After the center had the first ball, Franti came in to take it. Türkiye back to within 1. Elif Şahin, she has 8 aces in the tournament. She leads Türkiye. Well, that is actually Bose doing the serving there. Şahin is on the floor, but that was Bose, number 13, and comes in, makes the service error, and back out she goes. Tough call there. Çiğaka Ogbogu, she plays professionally in Türkiye. She knows these players. She knows about aces, and she drops one over the net. Çiğaka Ogbogu. Look at this. Has a mind of its own, and Erdem is just stuck. She can't reach out. Nobody knows whose ball it is. Türkiye calls a timeout, and the discussion lasts just maybe 10, 12, 15 seconds at the most. And they're right back on the floor again. It was almost like they just need a little reset. Ogbogu back to serve. USA's got a 23-20 lead here in this opening set. Oh, and another tough serve, but picked up this time. And it falls on the Turkish side, and USA has set point. And we are getting a challenge here by Türkiye. Is there a net fault on the American side? No, there is no net fault. So it is set point USA with Çiğaka Ogbogu serving. It's a good one again. Here's Karakut trying to keep the set alive. Ogbogu sets. Here's Franti from the back row, but Erdemann's all over it. So you like that Franti just came right in there with all that intention of finishing the set. Not over yet. Still set point. Here's Karakut. And a tough serve. Gonna be a free ball sent over by Poulter. Şahin, USA keeps it up. Poulter sends it over. Elif Şahin setting. Back set, Karakut from the back row, picked up by the U.S. Wongarante sets for Drews, blocked down, Erdem again. And it's not over yet. Look at this play though, Annie Drews with the old foot play to keep it alive. Still set point USA. Karakut. And misses that time, and USA can finally celebrate an opening set victory after a rocky start. The Americans come back to take it 25-22. Not a whole lot to choose between the two teams, and really there wasn't a whole lot to choose in the end between the two teams. USA taking advantage of opponent errors slightly and attacking, and that's really the difference. USA did have that shaky start, they really did, but they came back quickly, and it was close. And then Türkiye made a big push at the end when they were down. And some nice blocking from their captain. So no middle attacks from Türkiye. That's just fascinating. Avoiding that middle, especially with the two middle blockers they have. That's really interesting. USA going down the middle a little bit. Drews, of course, the opposite on that right side. Two teams were 4th and 5th in the Volleyball Nations League this year. Türkiye 4th, lost in the bronze medal game to Serbia. USA also lost to Serbia in the quarterfinals. They wind up in 5th spot. Of course, they are the reigning Olympic champions. Türkiye, a team that always seems to be in and around it as well when the medals are handed out. The Atlas Arena is where we are in Łódź. And ready for action here. Set number 2, 8th game of the tournament already for both of these teams. They have one more game after this one in the pool stage, the second phase of pool stage. USA will play Thailand, Türkiye will play Serbia, which hasn't lost yet. Türkiye going back to its starting setter, Cansu Özbay. He was replaced by Elif Şahin in that first set. Here we go, set number 2, USA in red, serving Türkiye in gray. And Karakut just brushes it off the block and out. Feels like Karakut's had most points in the match, but really she's only at 4 right now. Baladin has 5, and there's another nice point from the Americans. Ogbogu, her 4th point of the match. Americans using that middle. They get a one-on-one. Ogbogu against Gunesh. One-one tie early in set number 2. Türkiye tries to go through the middle. They do, because Gunesh gets it off the hands of the blocker. Look at this. Oh, just off the left hand of Ogbogu. Gunesh. And Ogbogu comes right back. So both teams bound and determined to use their middles more in this second set. And both getting rewarded. Jaka Ogbogu. Again, playing in Türkiye. Best spiker in the Turkish league last year. Baladin picked up by the US. Poulter back set Drews. Can't get much on it. Tries to finesse it. Here's Baladin. Again, USA there. Cook trying to find Drews. And a little too much on the back bump set. Well, the back, yeah. Tough. Always going to be a tough play. Karakut now to serve. USA needs a good reception here because she is a dynamite server. Wongarantes steps into set. Cook with the swing, and it goes off the hands and out. So both teams siding out well here. You can see Wongarantes kind of taking control there in that opportunity. Tournament's leading ace getter at the baseline right now. Annie Drews. And she gets, or Franti gets the dig. Now Drews, the swing. And that is point for Türkiye. Because it's in. Simple reasoning. Poulter goes back for Washington. Now Poulter swings herself. Here's Shaheen, and she goes cross court with a bullet. Just a great swing from Saliha Shaheen. And Simge Akaz loves it as well. 5 serving 3. Türkiye, set number 2. Again, out of system, the US. Their passing has been a bit of a struggle here. Here's Karakut from the back, picked up by the US. Poulter gets to it, Cook, blocked, kept alive. US recycles it. Here's Cook again. This time it falls on the Turkish side. Türkiye has been really good blocking in this tournament. Although their last game against Canada, I don't think they would love their numbers. They were out-blocked in that game. Here's Franti, goes down on the angle. Picks up her 5th point of the match. And again, the passing has just been a bit of a challenge for the US. Good serve, though, by Cook. Back row, Karakut, and that's just too hot to handle. And right in between the blockers. Elda Erdem. And Franti goes down the line, and the U.S. has tied the game. That's a similar feel to the opening set. The U.S. seemed like a bit of a nervous start in that opening set, but came back to win it. 25-22 if you've just joined us. Haley Washington, 8 aces in the tournament, and there's setter's dump by Özbay. This time she's in the front row. She's a lefty, and she completely fools the U.S. front row. Now to serve, Özbay. Poulter goes to the middle, and Akaz couldn't get it up enough for any of her teammates to do anything with it. Wasn't a full swing, but it was just enough from Chiaka Ogbogu. 7-7 with USA setter Jordan Poulter bringing the ball into play. Goes by Karakut on her opposite side. Her off side, as it were. She's an opposite hitter. And misses on the angle. They will try again with Karakut. Doesn't miss this time. She is on it. Again, USA, this time Wongaranta steps in to set. Here's Baladin. Now Cook setting for Drews. USA recycles the ball. They go across. Wongaranta is the only one there. Pushes it over. And the ball's going to fall on the USA side. It's a little bit of a clunky point no matter how you look at it. Salih Şahin, 23 years of age, one of the outside hitters for this Turkish side. Stands 1.83 m. She's a 6-footer. Plays for Dinavet in the Turkish league. And Franti goes off the block, but kept alive by Türkiye. Karakut now in her regular position. This is Drews from the opposite slot. Kept alive, though, by Türkiye. Baladin sends it over. Free ball chance. Wongarantes, Poulter, Robinson Cook the back row. And that is a big point for the U.S. to tie the game. Look at that, though. What a play. And look at that play by Kelsey Robinson Cook, the USA captain. Franti serving, and she puts it into the middle of the net. So frustration for her, no doubt. And I think we've got a violation on USA. Move before overlap, I think, here. Whistle went right away. Gunesh. So rotational violation on the US. That time Robinson Cook goes off the blocker's hands and out. Ogbogu ready to serve. Here's Baladin. Oh my goodness, does she ever clobber this ball? I think one side of it's square now. She hit it so hard. really gets the 95 kilometers per hour. Hande Bolladin. And that time Cook hits it just about as hard off the blocker's hands and has nowhere to go but drop in. She just unloads. It hits Özbay in the middle as well, Erdem. One-point lead. That's all that's between these two teams. Annie Drews to serve. It's a tough one. Akaz has it, though. Here's Bolladin. Morgan Hens is out at libero. There's a swing, another chance for the U.S. Now Hens sets it for Robinson Cook, and we are tied. (12-12), set number 2. Annie Drews. Another tough serve, and again, Akaz has it. And the backslide works with Erdem, and Türkiye goes back out front. Double switch coming for the U.S. Coutinho goes into the front row. Carlini comes into set. Bolladin's serve, picked up by Franti. Carlini sets Coutinho, and the two who just came off the bench, tic-tac and toe. Excellent connection there. Shahin, nice dig from Carlini, but it's going to go out. So Türkiye inches back out front. USA, let's see if they can do a better job getting the ball to Carlini. They do. She goes back set to Coutinho, who's playing opposite for Drews. Here's Kerakut, and that is out with no touch. And USA now has tied the game. Kerakut came into this match 5th in the tournament in points scored with 139. And she scored 6 here, but that was not one of them. 14-14. Set number 2, Haley Washington serving. Bolladin with the pass. Gunesh goes through the middle and hammers it down. Gunesh has been busy doing her blocking role, and that's already her 6th point of the match. Remember, she was the MVP of the very good Turkish league this past year, league that has a lot of American players in it. Oh, Carlini got away with a set there, and Giovanni Guidetti can't believe it. USA, good execution of the double switch. It worked, and now with Poulter in the back row, Drews in the front, they reverse it. And an ace for Jordan Poulter. Oh, wow. So tough to handle. Bolladin does a better job this time, and then Gunesh just makes no mistake. New libero on the floor for Türkiye It is Aylin Ajar. She's only appeared in a couple of matches here. Here's Franti, and the block is there from Katakut. Gunesh was up there with her. But it is all Katakut. Saliha Shaheen serving. Franti with a good pass. USA recycling it. They'll go back to Franti after the first attempt from Drews. Here's Baladin. The block is there from Annie Drews. And the game is deadlocked yet again. USA looking to climb ahead here. The quick change that Türkiye just made. Akaz is back in at libero again. Katakut picked up by the US. It's Hens who's gonna set it for Cook. And that is block out. And point for the team in red. Ali Franti. Nice job by Gunesh. Go off the hands of the blocker. USA has a chance to change places in the standings with Türkiye with a win here. Türkiye is in second, USA is in third. Serbia is alone out front. There's another big point courtesy of Ebrar Katakut. And it's just so hard to defend that play. She misses the blocker, hits the net. And so whatever Poulter was ready to defend against, everything gets changed. Here's Robinson Cook, picked up though by Türkiye. Baladin, the block is there from Ogbogu. Drew's a little hesitation. She was moving to her right, and then Ogbogu came to her right and lined it up perfectly. 19-19 here in set number 2. Sarah Wilhite-Parsons in to serve now. Into the middle, Erdem. And the reward is another point for Türkiye. Even before the US blockers could get set up. Again, that switch with Giovanni Guidetti going with the taller of the two setters, Elif Şahin, in the front row in place of Özbay. Poulter, Robinson Cook, and there is no touch on this, and all of a sudden Türkiye's got a 2-point lead. And a timeout call by the US here. Karshkarai kind of paused for a second and then got the second referee's attention before the first referee could
You don't have to run. She does.
call the play.
Spin serve, keep us off, give us a nice hold, okay? Good lineups on the pins, get us a touch. That's all we need. We got turn it,
Squirrely.
get us a touch.
Track it from start to finish. Here we go.
USA! USA! Hazel!
21-19 Türkiye. Katakut serving. USA won the opening set, of course. And through the middle, Washington takes the set from Poulter and gets the point. USA really grinding here, really working hard to try to fight through it. It's not coming easily, I don't think. Good serve, though, by Drews. Puts some pressure, but Baladin gets the point. She tools it off the block, and it comes back, but on her side, but outside of the court, of course. So she rattles it right off Poulter's hand. And even though Poulter gets up there, she's tall, she's a good blocker. In that scenario, point Türkiye. Baladin. Cook. Good job by the libero. Just came in the game, actually. That was a jar. Here's Karakut, and she goes off the block and out. And Türkiye 2 points away from victory here in set number 2. And USA, after this play, has called another timeout. Let's try to listen.
Game to go.
Yep.
One strong side out. Keep talking on the in out. Get the great angle on. Here we go. Line it up.
USA! Good pass, more slide big. Medium out here. Hey! When it goes to 99, we have time, yeah? So get a good setup, talk to us. Hey, that setter's up in trans, ladies. Setter's up in trans.
Pretty good atmosphere building inside the Atlas Arena. USA and Türkiye in a battle here in the second set. US won the first set 25-22. Türkiye leads by 3 here late in set number 2. Hande Baladin tied for the lead in this match with 9 points. Washington picked up. A chance for Türkiye. Here's Karakut, but she rattles it into the net. And USA has held off set point. And now the timeout call goes the other way for Giovanni Guidetti.
Hey, use the setter, use the setter if you can. And without closing long, in the court 9 meters. She will make block out for us.
So obviously recognition there that Jordan Poulter is still out there. And even though she's a good blocker, the assumption is the setter is never as good of a blocker as a non-setter. Kelsey Robinson-Cook, USA's captain, serving. Her team down by 2. Karakut from the back row, and it is set point Türkiye. Good set by Elif Şahin. And this is the captain of Türkiye serving for the set, Erdem. Poulter for Franti, has to really run it down, and it's point Türkiye, and they've taken the second set. And this match is all tied at 1 set apiece. Well, this set was tough, tight to the net. Franti really worked hard to get to it, but then the blockers were there, and the ball is down. And the match is all tied at 1 set apiece. We thought it might be, and it is. Giovanni, what do you like about what your team did well in that second set?
I think that our attack and worked better than our reception became better, because the first set our reception was pretty low, and for sure much more discipline in block and defense. And so that in the first set, I think, especially in defense, we didn't work well. But we play against a great team. Now they will find again some solution, and we have to be ready to see what they will invent now.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
In the last game, you talked about wanting your team to make smarter swings. Do you feel like they're doing that today?
We definitely are taking smarter swings. A few too many unforced errors that we hit long, but we're doing a much better job of navigating around a strong Turkish block.
Does it feel like a hard-working grind that your team's going to need to have to win this?
Absolutely. This is a really good team, really well coached across the net. At this point in the tournament, there are no easy victories, no easy points.
Thank you. Certainly appreciate the two coaches taking time for us. And obviously you can get the sense that there is a lot of respect between them. Giovanni Guidetti talking about, yes, but now they'll make adjustments and then we will see. And Karsh Karai saying there are no easy games at this point in the tournament. So total respect for both sides. They've got to try to find the answers and find the way to fight through, get the victories. Türkiye began the tournament with a 5-set loss to Thailand. Lost the 5th set 15-13, and then wins over Korea in a sweep. Dominican Republic in 5. Croatia in a sweep. Poland in 5. Germany in a sweep. Canada in a sweep. And now they are already going to be in a 4-set match against the US. The Americans started with sweeps over Kazakhstan, Canada, 4-setter over Bulgaria, a sweep of Germany, swept by Serbia, and then a 4-set win over Dominican Republic here in this building, and then a sweep of a loss here against Poland. Some discussions with USA captain Kelsey Robinson-Cook, and The referee just prior to the serve here. Andrea Pucca from Italy is the first referee. And here we go with set number 3. Türkiye in gray serving USA in red. Özbay the server and the setter, and Poulter tries to squeak one in. USA thought maybe this play was over. It's not. Here's Poulter. Back set Drews. Hammers it off the block and out. And the first point of the third set is a hard-fought one. And Annie Drews comes in with all of that might to score it. Özbay, little shoot set for Gunesh. She thinks it's in. Referee says there's a touch, and it is point Türkiye. Saliha Şahin now. They keep going after Franti here. She has to really go for this. And it is off. I think there's a touch on the net from Franti. She says she didn't touch it. And that is what the referee calls. This net violation looked like it was against the player from Türkiye. USA's called a challenge. So the call on the court was net violation against the U.S. They have challenged this. Ali Franti saying she did not touch the net. It's always interesting to see what the players do during the challenges. Just out of that camera shot is Annie Drews, and just moments before that, she was dancing in spot, not more jogging than anything else, trying to stay warm, keep those muscles ready to fire. Giovanni Guidetti waiting as well. Now all the U.S. players jumping up and down. Most of these challenges have been very quick in the tournament. Our friends at Hawkeye have done a great job. This one might be a tough angle or something. It's tricky to see. Karabajima says, hey, that's me on camera. Does Franti actually touch the net on her follow-through? I think she does. I think she does, and that is the call that is made. Now Kelsey Robinson-Cook arguing with the official. So Türkiye wins the challenge. Şahin serves it at Franti. She'll get a chance here. Boladin is blocked down mightily by Ogbogu. She dives into the angle there and gets that one to drop. And Franti gets rewarded with an ace. Simge Akaz, the regular libero for Türkiye, had all kinds of trouble with that serve. She has started every match for Türkiye, and there's a perfect pass. That's what we expect from her, and it leads to a great attack. And yet another tie. Henny Drews fires it deep. Is it in? It sure is. That is the deep tip. And despite the best efforts of Saliha Şahin, it's too deep. Ogbogu now serving for the US. Her team up by a single. We pay best 3 out of 5, of course, at the World Championship. And Cook jumps up and stuffs it down on the overbump. Overpass, overset, I suppose. Yeah, it's an overset from Özbay, who tries the deep back set to Karakut. Karakut says, don't worry, we got this. And it's an ace for Ogbogu. USA is starting to feel the aces. They out-aced Germany 11-0 in the match earlier in the tournament. And Bulgaria 12-3. So in back-to-back games, Americans had 21 aces, 23 aces. And there is a good attack from the middle, Erdem. And Bulgaria coming right back. Erdem follows that ball and then gets a great swing on it and really gets up there. USA tries to come back through the middle as well, but Akar was there. And that is point Türkiye. Off the block and out. Good job by Aylan Acar, who came in as the libero moments ago. Both teams kind of swapping their liberos in and out. And that one from Karakut, it was going for it, misses. Henny Drews now serving for the US, and she misses. So Drews, who came in as the tournament's leader in aces, a little too strong on that one. This is Melia Ismailoglu, who's in the game as a substitute. Here's Kelsey Robinson-Cook, and she just pummels that one. What a swing for the USA captain. She was a Cornhusker at Nebraska University in the US, out of Manhattan Beach, her hometown, and now serving. The block there from Washington, recycled by Türkiye. Back row, Washington ready again. And coming across the court in the middle was Karakut. Her foot came across that center line, and USA takes advantage. She watched this, she kind of stumbles, and there, right there, that right foot. Özbay Şahin. What a swing on the angle from Eda Erdem serving for Türkiye. Wongerantes with the pass. And this is going to be out, so USA gets rewarded. Starts with a good pass, ends with a point. That's often the case. The US lead is 3. I feel like Haley Washington's had a really good set here. And now she is back to serve. And just misses that end line. Morgan Hens, busy game for her. She played a couple of games in this tournament, but she is really doing the switch-up role here with Justine Wongerantes. Wongerantes, the best libero at the Olympic Games last year, is in there right now. Here's Franti, and that goes off the hands of the blocker. And USA point. And it is Katakut. Jordan Poulter. Through the middle comes Gunesh, and she leads all scorers in this game. Now 12 points for the 22-year-old Gunesh. And she is so powerful. 2-point lead, USA. Poulter bump set is a high one. Franti gets to it. Now out of system. USA withdraws, and the reward again for the US. Managed to keep it a little more in system, and they managed to get the point. So Katakut stepping in to set that ball. Three-point lead USA. Ali Franti serving. Uzbay goes behind her for Katakut. Drews with the up. And Drews hammers it, but it's picked up by Türkiye. Uzbay over on the outside for Ismailoglu, and it drops on the American side. So it was Gunesh who reaches up and taps down her 13th point of the match. And now back to serve, Zira Gunesh. Drews is blocked. USA keeps it alive. Free ball over. Chance for Türkiye. Dropping it into the hole, but it's kept alive. Cook blocked, and it finally falls on the American side. Well, the team Türkiye fans loving the push from their team here. They're down by just a single point. If you've just joined us, the US won the opening set. Türkiye won the second. Here we are in the third. Could we go to a fifth? Who knows? But that one is out, and it's point USA. Chiaka Ogbogu to serve. She was part of the Tokyo Olympic gold medal winning team for the US last year, one of several players on this team who were on that team. But there are several new ones as well, and that one's going to fall on the USA side. Katakut, her 11th point of the match. This game is ostensibly a battle for second place in the pool. And that's an ace from Katakut. She came in to the game with 9, and she's just recorded another. And that one is a bit of a paralyzer, isn't it? And there's no question about it. That time she misses. Annie Drews now to serve. And it's an ace for Drews. She adds to her tournament lead in that category. Another really tough float serve with no movement. And it just catches all kinds of air currents. And another tough one, but this time picked up and through the middle. Erdem hammers that one with authority. The back set from Özbay is just excellent. And that allows Erdem to get there in a hurry and hit that so well. Double switch for the U.S. Coutinho and Carlini and Longarantes. Carlini. And that was Robinson Cook in the opposite position on that right side. She rattles it off the block of Şahin. USA inching 2 points ahead. Back row, Karakut blocked. And Haley Washington is stoked. And nice attack that time from Türkiye. Off the blocker, might have gone off someone else on the way. It was Saliha Şahin who hit it. And went off either Hens or Franti, hard to see. Turkish captain Erdem. Now Cook's gonna set. Franti. Picked up by Türkiye. Şahin. Scramble by the US. That's gonna be called on the lift against Haley Washington. Referee Pulkar just saying, no, I just thought that was a lift. It's my call, and I thought it was a lift. End of discussion. 1 point game. 16 serving 17, and Erdem. Enough said. It's the Turkish team that is just always in and around the medals, it seems. Bronze at last year's European Championships. Silver in the previous Euros. And that is an ace from Haley Washington. And we've got a timeout called by Türkiye and Giovanni Guadetti.
This ace and mistake serve that they make the match too unbalanced. These are easy points that they don't give us. When we are in trouble, just we want to keep on the high ball, we are scoring. And here, attention again, you are going back with the body. The ball is here, and your body weight is back. Keep body weight in front. Right, let's
go! Go! Yeah!
USA leading by 3 here in set 3. Haley Washington serving. Özbay back for Karakut, and again the US blocking is all over it. It's Chaka Ogbogu. So she's attacking from the back row is Karakut, and Ogbogu is right ready. Goes off of her again, and a nice effort by Carlini. Come all the way on the other side to try to collect that ball, but just ran out of real estate. Look at this, Carlini. She gets on her horse and she tries to ride it over there. Gallop on over. 17 serving 20. Crucial point in the set for Türkiye. Özbay on the serve to Franti. Here's Coutinho, picked up by the U.S. Recycled. Franti off the block. Recovered by Ismailoglu. Here's Karakut, and she sneaks it to the floor. Ebrar Karakut. Oh, that's painful for the U.S. Probably, was it going out? It is so hard to tell. Yes, it was going to be in. So Wong Orantes was on her way to make the right play. Just couldn't quite save it. Into the middle, Ogbogu picked up by Türkiye. Şahin sneaks it to the floor, and we've got a 1-point game. Saliha Şahin, this is a thing of beauty, just finds the floor. And now it's time for a timeout for the U.S.
Tip out, that's 2 in a row, next one comes out. Nice easy side out here.
Yes. Here we go.
I'm hearing really nice, loud in out calls. Keep that going. That's great floor power.
Let's go. Here we go. Let's go. USA. USA. Keep going, guys. Keep going.
All right, buckle up. Here we go. Late stages, set number 3. USA won the opening set. Türkiye won the second set. (19 serving 20). This is the setter, Özbay. Carlini back to Coutinho, picked up by Türkiye. Another chance for the U.S. Into the middle, Ogbogu to the floor. And Özbay doing everything she can to keep this alive. And on that play, nobody could keep it alive. Double switch back for the U.S. Poulter is back in the game, now serving. And an ace for Jordan Poulter, her second of the match. She's got a beautiful non-spinning serve. And Ismailoglu thought maybe it was going out. Another timeout. Crowd is feeling it, and we're feeling it, and USA is feeling it, and now their lead is 4. An overpass and just easily tapped down by Annie Drews, and she is into double figures now with 10 points. Her team is 2 away from a third set victory. Türkiye gets rewarded with the service error. Saliha Şahin now will look to do something special here from the baseline. Back-to-back service errors. And it is set point USA. Ilkin Aydin just coming into the game for Türkiye at the outside hitter position. And it's over. Set number 3 is in the books. The serving pressure leads to the overpass, leads to the Cook point. And USA has taken set number 3, 25-20. That's how it ends. Well, we told you before this match, the last 2 times they met, it went to 5 sets. Is that where we're going today? They did it in July of this year in the Volleyball Nations League in Calgary. 2-hour match. They did it last year in Tokyo in the preliminary round, or the preliminary round portion. And USA won that one as well in the 5th set. Türkiye fight back to force a 5th, and if so, can they take it today? Who knows? Block points favored USA in that set. And the aces certainly favored USA. They really seem to have that going. Felt like maybe the best set for the US yet. It was the biggest margin of victory as well. Well, Giovanni Guidetti said it in our interview. You know, now they adjust. Now they adjust and we see. And now it's his turn and his team's turn to adjust and see if they can reverse their fortunes and take set number 4. Well, we mentioned the Olympic Games last year, and the teams met. Well, the Turkish team was pretty similar to the team that we're seeing here today. The USA team, though, a little different. Jordan Larson was, of course, playing. She became the MVP of the tournament. Michelle Barsh-Hackley not on this team either, and so a few differences, some similarities, of course. Radeo was also on that team as well at middle blocker. So this is a U.S. team that looked really, really good in the Nations League this year until losing to Serbia in the quarterfinals. So far in this tournament, they have 2 losses against Serbia and against Poland. But they are in the driver's seat here, up 2 sets to 1. Can they finish it in 4? That's their hope. Türkiye's hope is to make it a 5-set match and to hold on to 2nd place in the group. Here we go, set number 4, and it is USA in red serving Türkiye in the dark gray and red and black. And the opening point goes to Annie Drews and Team USA here in this 4th set. Gunesh, nice recovery. Here's Karakut, and she sneaks it to the floor. So an interesting change right now in the Turkish lineup. Aydin is in at middle blocker in place of the captain, Erdem. I believe. No, beg your pardon. That is not the case. Erdem is just out because there's a libero in that back row spot. But Aiden is in the lineup as USA comes right back to score that point quickly. Aiden is playing at the outside hitter position. Here's Franti for the US. And Shaheen blocked by Drews. Annie Drews is really having a good blocking game here. That one might have gone off Ogbogu as well. Franti again with a serve that just misses going for that line. So Erdem is on the floor now, the captain of the Turkish team. Poulter sends it across for Robinson. Franti sets it for Drews. Really out of system for the US. And they're not going to get this one over on the second opportunity. Poulter was trying to direct traffic a little bit when she couldn't set, calling for help on that earlier play. Zira Gunesh stands 1.98 m. She is 6'6". She sends the serve in. Poulter for Drews. Knocked back over by Erdem. Longarantes sets Drews. She hits it hard this time and gets another point for the US. And Annie Drews has got 12 points in the match. See where Ogbogu goes with her serve. Some of the Turkish fans trying to throw her off a little bit. And Erdem with a good swing through the middle. And good sportsmanship, looks across the net, makes sure everybody's all right. After she hits Ogbogu hard up on the shoulder. And then celebrates on her own side. Here's Shaheen, blocked. And another block for the US. Robinson Cook's got it this time. Five serving four here early in set number 4. USA leading 2-1. Osby, back row, Katakut off the blocker's hands. And point Türkiye to tie it. That was Katakut's 14th point of the match. Saliha Shaheen brings the ball into play. Robinson Cook, nice dig from Türkiye's Shaheen, sent over on a free ball. Back row, and the connection is found, and the point is scored. And Franti through the pipe and off of the blocker, Erdem. 6 serving 5. Osby looks, sees what she gets, and then gives to Katakut. And she now leads all scorers in this match. Both teams using both liberos in this match. Did not expect that. Poulter, Franti, and that is USA point. The call is in. Türkiye challenging, and they are officially going to challenge it now. The captain, Eda Erdem, was the one who was most adamant that this is out. Giovanni Guidetti was a little hesitant to call that. We don't have line judges, of course, but we do have Hawkeye. Is it in? Yes, it is in. Haley Washington back to serve, another one of the Tokyo Olympians from last year who won gold. Here's Aydin, and the block is there. Ogbogu and Poulter go up. And who got the reward for the block here? It's Poulter. And it's a timeout call now after that block from Türkiye. Let's listen. Two-point lead USA here in set number 4. They lead the match 2-1. Here's Haley Washington to serve. 26-year-old out of Colorado Springs. Back set to Kerakut from the back row, and she misses. And we're not going to get a challenge here. Giovanni Guidetti says no. He turns his players down, says nope. We don't want to waste it. We might need it later. Only have one left. And that is out. Cansu Özbay, best setter in the Champions League and in the VNL back in 2018, and you can clearly see she's a good server as well. That little lefty float kind of handcuffs Robinson Cook, and I think Karsh Karai was saying that ball was out. You got to help each other. Poulter bump set across. Franti picked up by Türkiye. Here's Kerakut. The block is there from Ogbogu. Really climbs the ladder, gets those arms out, and right off that right hand, angled down. And Kerakut, who's the game's leading scorer, is denied a point. And I think we have rotational call here made on Türkiye. Poulter now serving. USA's lead 3 and make it 4 on that cross-court shot that is out. Four-point lead. Here's Kerakut, goes down the line and misses again. And all of a sudden, it's getting out of hand for Türkiye. Karakut's coming out. Bose is coming into the game. I think maybe Giovanni Guidetti thinks she might be just a little rattled for a moment. I wouldn't be surprised to see Karakut back into the game. Bose, remember, is 34 years of age. She's got tons of experience. Gunesh thought she put that off the hands, but it is no touch, and it's another point. And now it's time for a timeout for Türkiye, and the wheels falling off a little bit here.
Why we have to give up like this? They don't make 1 point in attack. They don't make 1 point in attack. But already they make 20 blocks. Every ball we attack in 3 centimeters. And we already spoke, they are low in position 4. We have to attack strong and long again position 4 and come some block out. And this swing was okay, you try something different. And we attack linear without problem. Give up like this, being careful.
It's one thing to have points scored against you. It's another when none of them are attack points. Seems like what the coach was implying there, not just implying, but saying it. 6-point lead USA, trying to wrap this up in 4 sets. Bose tools that off the block, and that finally stops the run. Great serving run for Jordan Poulter. See if Türkiye has something in reserve. İlkin Aydın. And it's another point for Türkiye. Aydın plays for the club team Galatasaray, of course, well known among football fans. Here's Franti, and she hammers that one. USA starting to really get the vibe. Alexandra Franti out of Spring Grove, Illinois. Özbay Şahin with the swing, and another swing. The first was an overpass. The second was the kill for Saliha Şahin. Her 6th point of the match cuts the American lead down to 4. Gunesh. Poulter bump set across for Cook. Aydın is there. Özbay Şahin, another point for Türkiye. They are picking the Americans apart here in the last 3 points. Gunesh plays for Vakıfbank in the Turkish league, and finally coming back is the US. They go through the middle. And Ogbogu off the hands of the defender. And Erdem says, that close. We could have had it. Sarah Wilhite Parsons comes off the bench to serve and then puts it into the net. I was mentioning the Vakıfbank team. That's the team that is also coached by Giovanni Guidetti, team that won the Champions League and the Club World Championships last season. So they have, and that's the team that Zira Gunesh is the middle blocker, and of course she was the MVP of the Turkish League last year. So all kinds of star-studded talent on that squad. Here's Bose from the back row and misses. So a couple of unforced errors from Türkiye, kind of undoing what they had done to get close. Annie Drews. And Türkiye can't find it. You can see in setting for Türkiye is Elif Şahin. Joust at the net. Türkiye manages to get it back. Here's a chance for Drews. Drews again, back row attempt. Picked up by Akaz. Here's Şahin trying to step into it. And it is called on the net touch. And Türkiye is going to get a point here. Oh, really? Didn't see that. Did not see that either way. 4-point deficit. Türkiye trying to fight back. Carlini is in the game. She's setting. Wong-Orantes now setting out of system. USA gets a free ball. Carlini to the middle, blocked by Erdem. Here's Coutinho, blocked again by Türkiye, and it's gonna fall. Türkiye is making some great plays, some spectacular plays, and they are feeling the energy, but they are still down by 3. They need to keep this roll going to have a chance to force a 5th set. Great effort by the Americans. Saliha Şahin has the ball in her hands, ready to serve. Here's Coutinho, tries to finesse the ball, and a net violation against Turkish player, I think. The setter, Şahin, in the blocking capacity. Oh, right there. You just saw it. (19) serving 15. Oh, nice up. Here's Aydin. And that's a point, Türkiye. So Türkiye has really strayed from its starting lineup. Volleyball hasn't played in a while. We've seen Şahin, Ismailoglu, Bose trying to find the right formula. And the blocking formula is there from Gunesh. Oh, and actually that was Karakut. Or Elif Şahin, that was the setter actually. Yeah, Karakut's on the bench.
Let's go USA, come on! USA! USA!
But still just as susceptible off that hand. And it's a little tough coming from that way, but just keep trusting that. Great hardness on that hand.
Two-point game. Türkiye trying to fight back. Carlini's bump set to Franti. Blocked down! And again, it's the setter, Elif Şahin, who's all over it. That has got to feel good. It goes rattles off both players. The captain, Erdem, brings the ball into play for Türkiye. Her team down by a point. Coutinho crunches it to the ground. And Eda Erdem, right after that play, kind of pulls the players in and says, no, no, it's okay. We're okay. We can come back. We can do this. Fourth set, 2-point lead, US. And the block on the other side from Coutinho. All left arm of Danielle Coutinho. Former Purdue Boilermaker in the NCAA, US college volleyball. To the middle, Gunesh will not be denied. 16th point of the match for Gunesh. Only Karakut has more. Elif Şahin staying in the game at center, and it's another point. Türkiye's within one. Service pressure. She came into the game tied for 7th in aces in the tournament. Şahin gets another one. And now Hande Baladin coming back into the game at outside hitter for Türkiye in place of Aydin. Another good serve. Here's Franti, tries to finesse it, might. Can they get this over? They can. Free ball chance USA. Coutinho, yes, she's found the floor. She's got the Turkish players backing up, waiting for the hard driven. And this is earlier in the sequence. We saw the dig, and there is the end on the Coutinho point. 22-20, set number 4. Jordan Poulter back in the game, serving and setting. Gunesh picked up this time by the US. Here's Franti, and it's gonna fall. And USA 2 points away from winning the match. Ozbay back in the game, setting for Türkiye, and they get rewarded with a point through Baladin. So both coaches keeping really busy with their substitutions. And now Baladin hands the ball to İlkin Aydin. Best outside hitter in the Turkish Cup last year. She's been playing much of this fourth set and now comes back in. Her team down by 2, trying to force a 5th set. Poulter back set, Drews, and it's match point USA. Serving for the match, Franti. Bose tools it off the block. It's not over yet. Karakut coming back into the game for Türkiye. Kind of a nice secret weapon to have. She's been resting this 4th set. This is Gunesh. 16 points in the match, tied with Karakut. Here's Drews trying to finish, not yet. Free ball sent over by Türkiye. Poulter, back set, Drews. Oh, it's kept alive. Shaheen, no, it's over now. Drews with the finishing block. Gets some help from Ogbogu, and it is over. USA in 4 sets, a hard-fought victory over Türkiye.